ndi nkhani zamasewera tabweranso pa Lumen TV Zambia programu ya nkhani zamasewera lelo pa Monday iliyonse tikubweretserani monga nthawi ino mwatandala bwanji mwachoma bwanji nonse amene mutitamba pa Lumen TV Zambia. Tikuziwiseni zochitika pa nkhani zamasewera muno mu Africa mu dziko lino lapansi ndiponso mu Zambia. Ine ndine Benedict W mtundu bana sanko pa programu imeneyi yakuti tikubweretsereni khalani pe musegule mafoni wanu pa Facebook ndiponso pa TV yanu pa channel 101 Lumen TV. Pa zimene nakutengerani ntsiku la lero choyamba tizaonapo nkhani ya Zambia Premier League. Zambia Premier League amene ndithu yafika mu week 9. Pambuyo pake tizaona azimayi amene masewera mpira Copa Queens achita qualify kuyenda ku mpikisano wa Africa, ndiponso asikana ang'ono under 17 naonso jumpha ndithu ayenda mu jamene yamati quarter final kuti tikaone kuchiko cholimbirana World Cup kuja ku Morocco. Posirizira tizaona nkhani ya zathu amene achita kuthandiza ndithu kuonekera kuja kuti Zambia ipita pati makamaka pa masewera ampira wa maklabu Zesco ndi Power. Pa nthawi zino pamene ndikati kuziwisani zonse tiyeni tipumeko pang'ono kuti nikuziwiseni amene azandithandiza muno mu studio. Kwambiri tikulandirani nonse amene mutenga kombali pa Lumen TV Zambia. Choyamba nikuziwiseni amene nini nawo muno mu studio. Oyambirira ali pafupi na ine ni Oria Banda amene azatithandiza kufotokoza za masewera osiyana-siyana. Abanda muliwa?
Nili bwino mkonzi tikulandirani amene mutipenyerera pa Lumen TV channel 101 tafikanso ndi nkhani yokomakoma nkhani ya zamasewera popeza kuti tinakwanisa ngati dziko zaka za kubadwa 61. Happy belated Zambia for the celebration of the independence. Welcome to sports for this week.
Number 2, Vincent Piri kaswiri yozi yokulankhula Chingerezi ngakhale chichewa ana sana piteko ku skulu kulankhula chichewa koma apiri mulibwa
bwino bwanja mbula nzakudabwisana chichewa nichiziwa balankula maningi so
okay
makamaka apa might to celebrate independence so na chichewa chimachoka gati kubukira masiku ya kale
okay wauzeni otitamba
motitamba munga siku zonse tabwera kuti timu uze nzamene zichitika koma si program ya tuteka ni program yanu naimwe ma viewers tifuna kuti naimwe mpeze chance mutumeko mukambe naise mutiuza zamene zichitika even kuma places kwanu na pali ma topics yamene bamvula bakamba naimwe vamene mungakambepo mwakambapo iyi si program ya tuteka ni program ya tutonse.
Okay, sikomo kwambiri ndiye apirao. So tenti yambe pankani ya zamasewera makamaka ya muno mwatu Mzambia. Masewera anasewera bwanji mu Premier League ya last week kuyamba pa Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Nizwa tinaona zimene zinachitika. Choyamba tione kuti nizalankhula onse mali zautsi pamene ndikaliboona kuti kwamene tinapezeka pa Lumen TV anapezeka kuti choyamba tione ni zotani zamene zilipo. Zanaco 2 Mtondo Stars 0 Kasanchi 1 na kubwera Mines United 1 Konkola 2 Buffalo 0 Muza 3 Napsa Stars 2 Nkana 0 kubwera nso nzatu wa Maite 1 Nkwazi 0 Leadhouse 0. Aho ndiye masewera amene ndithu tinatengako. Koma pamene tikalibola nkhula zonse tione tinali kuja ku Sunset Stadium kumene Zanaco anagonjetsa Mtondo Stars. Timve zimene analankhula ma coach.
Kwa kifunga si makini sana.
Yes, indeed, that luck. I think we lost it in the second half through concentration. And we told the boys that the only goal which they can score is through set piece, of which they have managed to do that. So it's just a matter of concentration in defense. Going forward, yes, we are doing everything well. I think it's just now scoring. We need to work on scoring. We had our moments in the first half of which we could have scored, but we couldn't utilize our chances. So it's tough luck to the boys. I know they are working hard. We will be getting good results soon.
A very important win on our part. This was a difficult game to win. If you saw how Mtondo came, I think they are playing well. They are playing as a team with a lot of energy and determination. I think that is why it took a lot of time for us to break them and get a goal. But otherwise, a good teamwork from us has paid off, and we have scored from the set pieces, which is another positive on our part. We need to improve on our finishing in front of goal. We created chances in the early stages of the game, but unfortunately we couldn't convert those chances. This is an area where we are still lacking in terms of finishing, because in every game we are creating numerous chances, but otherwise our finishing has been a letdown, and that is why we haven't been scoring so many goals. If we can just improve on our finishing, then we'll be a better side. Yeah, of course, it's something that we've been working on during training, week in, week out, and today it has paid off. Kudos to the players, good execution from the one who took the set pieces, and good finishing from the two central defenders that have given us the two.
Okay, ziko mkwambiri ya wani makocha awiri kuchokera ku Mtondo Stars niponso Zanaco. Still Zanaco leading the table. Abanda.
Congratulations to Zanaco. It was a very hard-fought victory. The two teams went at the interval with scoreless, and from what coach Ronald Mukosha did say was that they had the moments they could have scored when it was in the first half, and he even told the boys to say the only time Zanaco was going to score against them, it was through the set pieces, and of course it just happened the way it did. What Numba said after, he said he commended Mtondo Stars for putting up a very spirited fight against Zanaco, who were playing at home, but they played as a unity. The players followed the instructions of the coach, like we've been saying week in and week out. So far so good. Zanaco are looking like they mean business in this season. So it will be very, very hard really to dislodge them at the top, but the lead is not all that quite huge, because second place team is Red Arrows, who were leading the log when they played on Saturday. For Red Arrows, they've got a game in hand which they're supposed to play, and if they're able to win that game, they're going to surpass Zanaco on the table. So far for Zanaco, it's a complete side. We are yet to see how far they'll be able to go, but football being what it is, just you pick your points, you do your homework very much right, you run the course to win the league. By the time others will be trying to catch up with them, they will have the breathing space. So it is up to other teams to take up the initiative now, really to start chasing Zanaco before the points difference can become very huge.
Opini?
Yeah, I think munga bwane bakambira banda Zanaco will be difficult to beat. Like I was saying last week, Angola. This is a team that has got a lot of players that are able to score goals. So it's difficult to say Tizamaka player was you have nowhere. You will not have where the goals will come from. The goals can come from the midfield, they come from the defenders, and so on and so forth. So it becomes a bit difficult to play against a team like that. And they are a team that is trying to play as a team. They don't really have individuals. In that game, Mvula, they substituted Ariana and brought in another player. And look where the goals came from. Not even the player that was brought in, but someone else. So this is a team that is very difficult to play against. But Mutondo Stars, not to underrate them, they are a very, very strong side. They gave them a big problem on Sunday, yesterday, Angola. This is a team that also plays as a team. They want to attack and defend as a team, and they are very quick. So it was a bit difficult for Zanaco to penetrate, especially in the first half, because this is a team that when they go forward, they'll go as a team, and then when they are defending, they come back as a team, and I find that each time the Zanaco players have the ball, they find a wall behind them, and it was very difficult to penetrate that wall, and that's why they were able to go up to the first half. End of the first half with a new draw. But in the second half, a few changes that were made, and I think Mamba is one very experienced coach also, and he noticed a few things that they needed in that game, because it was difficult for them to penetrate, especially through the midfield. Indeed, yes, so he used a bit of long balls and so on, and then he started getting the corners, the free kicks and so on, and then he won through he scored through the set pieces, 2 corners, and they were able to score the 2 goals. And this is a mark of a champion. If you can't score through open play, set pieces are one of those that you can utilize.
Our viewers, you can call us, my numbers alipo pa screen, or SMS, or mwaenda pa Facebook mwataipa, budomwino mwatita foro, kuti mwatenga kombali na mwatumako message ko mganiza bwanji. Number 1, Zambia wajita qualify, wakazi waenda kwa Africa Cup, wasikana ngono wajita qualify again, aenda mu quarter final mu tiwona under 17 World Cup first time. That's a beautiful. Another one, I think munga kambepo pankani ya ligi ati ya Zambia. Banda, another game, interesting game, Red Arrows versus Nkwazi. Masao Sotembo now is in charge of Nkwazi. 0-1-1.
0-0.
No, it
was 0-0, yes.
Goalless draw. It was a game of pitting men in uniforms. Zambia Police versus the Zambia Air Force sponsored. So I think it was a very good beginning for Coach Masao Sotembo, getting a point in a very difficult affair, because I anticipated and expected that Red Arrows were going to win that game. Yes. But Nkwazi, being Nkwazi and playing at home at Edwin Imbola Stadium, they're very difficult preposition really to beat. And if you have looked at the games they've played, 8 games so far, the 9th game they played, it's a team that is finding it very difficult to score goals. And if they scored a goal, it was going to be very difficult for them to equalize. Red Arrows have got Saddam, Alassana Diarra, the people have been bagging goals, Albert Gangwanda, but they were man-marked. No, they didn't fail, but they were man-marked, because I think what coach told the players, he didn't want to start on a losing note. So he wanted to get a point or maximum point. A point for him, very good beginning for Masao Sotembo, but we are yet to see whether it's going to sustain the momentum really, because I'm sure what has been the challenging fact for Nkwazi last season, they lost a number of good players who left the club, and including the coach. So they were trying, they started the league with coach Keegan Peary. You know, in the police, the arrangement, they follow the command. You know, so him, they just, we have just to sideline him. Let's bring Massa Sotembo. Massa Sotembo was at Green Buffaloes last season, and we saw how Green Buffaloes really performed. So he's begun with a point from Nkwazi. Hopefully this point is going to galvanize Nkwazi to push further, because if you look at the log standing, Nkwazi are sitting not on a very, very good position. This is a team that is always pushing to finish in the top 8, but the way it has started, we can so far say the league is still in its infancy, but for coach Chisimbebe was very, very disappointed, because he thought he was going to collect the maximum 3 points of Nkwazi. I'm sure the strike force, like I alluded to, say that Saddam was nowhere near the mark that we know him for. So was Lassana Diarra and Albert Kangwanda, the free kick specialist. Anyway, a point decided the game, and it was very good for both teams.
Napta Stars still not progress. Mganiza Bwanji. First scoring, at the end losing to Musa 3-2.
Musa is usually a very difficult side to play against, especially when they are playing away from home. I mean, when they are at home.
Yes.
When they are at home, Musa. They are a very difficult team to beat. And for me, I expected a tough game, but looking at the way NAPSA has been this season, I didn't expect much from them, because this is a team that is struggling so far. They haven't really found their footing in the Premier League this season. But for Musa, I think this is a team that started on a high, then went low, and now they are picking up again. So I expected this kind of a result, Musa winning this game.
Okay. Nizo ambiri mu simna mvere nkani ya Zesco na Power. Don't worry. Zesco na Power sana chai because of international engagement. Anali nditu tizaimvera nkani ya mene wai sana chai masewera ao mu Premier League. Tikabwera tuna titamange tiende ku Azmai, national team ya Zambia. We remember kuti last week we heard from government, sports minister said we have suspend funding national team for men. But are we ready to receive money kwa wasikana, kwa gamena to continue wasikana, because they are doing fine. Zambia Copper Queens beat Namibia first league 4-2. Yesterday Zambia beat Namibia 3-0. So before tikaribu kamba Zambia tione timvere ma coaches anakamba chan after game.
ഒന്നാമതായി ഈ ഫലം സാധ്യമാക്കിയ ദൈവത്തിന് ഞാൻ വളരെയധികം നന്ദി പറയാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നു. അവൻ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ജ്ഞാനം നൽകി. പെൺകുട്ടികൾക്ക് ഇത് സഹിക്കാൻ ശക്തിയും ജ്ഞാനവും അവൻ നൽകുന്നു. മികച്ച പ്രകടനം കാഴ്ചവെച്ചതിന് ഞാൻ വളരെ നന്ദി പറയാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നു.
Okay, sorry for that. Nizwa teza ku bweresani bwino. Apili. Tiambire Zambia go aggregate 7-2. Do you think Zambia qualify and doing better to Africa Cup?
Well, it is important that they do better, because I think this is a team that has been to the Africa Cup a number of times now, back to back they've been there. And so I think what the Zambians are expecting is probably winning it, because we can't just be going there and coming back without any silverware at the end of the day. So I think it's now up to Nora Hapley and the team to make sure that they come up with a formidable team that is going to compete at the Africa Cup, because qualification is not really something that is difficult for the Copper Queens nowadays, looking at the squad that they have. But I think what is more important now is what they are going to do when they qualify, what they're going to do at the Africa Cup itself.
Mr. Banda, last AFCON, Zambians started complaining. No, better nandani mwape anali bwino. This Nola coach mzungu, out of 5 games, winapota Beimos. We see that it is actually bwino.
You know, in football, Mr. Mbola, what people should really understand, statistics are always there. No matter how many games one can sit as a coach, statistics will remain to be there. And the statistics always help us to do the correct and the right thing. So when criticism comes in, we have to look at that criticism in a very positive way. There is positive criticism and negative criticism. Quite all right, yes. Of the 5 games, the record was very much there. How many games did she win? Here we are, we've qualified, but they have just added to the statistics which were already there. 5, we've played 2. It has become 7 now. It has become 3 against 4. So the statistics are always there. This was expected. We are not going to find very difficulties to beating Namibia. If you had watched the first game that we played, we scored at first. We are leading at halftime by 2-0. Surprising, in the next 9 minutes, Namibia scored the 2 goals and they equalized. And the game now becomes so a season. We're very nervous that we scored in the last minute of the game and the added time to win 4-2, meaning that the concentration levels had dropped. We came the return match, we scored early, of which we settled our nerves, and 2 extra goals were scored. 7-2 aggregate, well and good. One of the positives that Nora has brought at the moment is that we are able to play a passing game, and we're able to see what we are doing. So what is needed is also time for the coach to be given. And we're not going to take away what Bruce Mwape has done for this women's team. You know, credit should be given. Credit should be given where it is due. Let us give it. We are not, whatever happens, this team largely was built by Bruce Mwape. Nora came in and inherited the very team which Bruce Mwape could not utilize it well. I'm using the word, didn't utilize the players very, very well. There are only a few players that Nora has introduced to this team. So we can simply say, this is the call that Bruce Mwape left. But where do we go from here? Yes, we have qualified. What should we do? Are we going to go to the WAFCON as a mere participant, or we are going there with a mission to say, having qualified in the previous edition, what should be our goal? Our goal should be to go and win, go and conquer Africa. There's nothing like going there with any fear factor. We have played almost the teams that have qualified to the WAFCON. We've played Nigeria before, we've played Senegal, we've played Morocco, Ghana, this and that. So if we're going to be pitted with these nations, I see no reason as to why Zambia should start panicking. What Football Association of Zambia can do is to help prepare better friendlies, prepare the team, let the team be camped where facilities are very good, and climatic conditions should be similar to where we are going to play this tournament from, such that we don't come and say, no, we didn't perform very well because this and that. We know that Barbara Banda is injured. She won't be available. So we start using different permutations. In these 2 games, how many goals did Rachel Kundananji score? So if Rachel Kundananji cannot score, meaning that we're going to have a problem. So let's identify other players. What sort of a system can we, so that we reduce the pressure on Rachel Kundananji. If she's marked out of the game, who is going to be there to rise on the occasion and deliver the much needed goals? So it's up to the coach Nora and the technical team to sit down, cast the net wide. Grace Chanda, she's playing well. Why? The coach where she's playing, she's being played as a defender now. From being an attacking player to a defender, so that she's accommodated. And that has really helped Grace to have more game time. Because if the coach had just waited for her to play at that usual position, she was going to be a bench warmer and very of disservice to Zambia. So if equally something can be done in Zambia, just if someone is not performing in the certain position but can add value to the team, can interchange the positions. So I don't expect Zambia we go there and start giving stories ngatakangika kwenda kufika na semi final. At no, because of ABC, then there's nothing that we are doing there.
Because it's one thing that we're expecting 4 teams to qualify for
the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to come from this tournament.
Yes.
So this tournament, we need to take it very, very serious. The 4 teams that are going to qualify to the semi-finals, automatically, they will go through to the World Cup. So this is going also to be a preparatory tournament for qualification to the World Cup. Yes. And this time around, just like I'm saying, kuenda chabe kuma tournament for the sake of tienda chabe without ngana cholinga chamen tienderako kuja, it is as good as no endako. That funika taenda manje tinakangika last time, it's understood. That other time tinapata enda kutafika ko semi-final, it's understood. This time, let's go for it. Yes.
P.
Yeah, I think like you said, Wamvula, the tournament is also qualifiers for World Cup. So there's need to be serious, especially the coaching staff. This is a time to cast the net a bit wide. There are also some other players that are playing Wamvula in other countries who can also be featured in their team. This is a time to start looking at how they are playing in those countries and see how they can help the team, because at the end of the day I think we need players that have exposure and players that are confident, especially when it comes to the World Cup. We saw what happened last time. All the games that we played, we were hammered badly. So I think it's lack of exposure that did us bad. So if we can try to get players that are a little bit more exposed, I think that can also help us.
Banda, you mentioned about Kuchita prepare Bueno. But after game, I saw the president talking to players, and the coach said, no, this time we are going to be serious. We want to win. And the seriousness will start Kuchita prepare. We want to engage Nigeria, to play friendly Nigeria, and the other team who have Abanda Mukaniza Bwanji.
No, it is a very good thinking. You know, at times it's better to keep quiet and let things manifest on their own. So I would have just congratulated the team and let them do their homework right. It is the responsibility of the Football Association of Zambia to ensure that they prepare the teams adequately. So what he said, if they're arranging a game with Nigeria, that would be very good. It's not only looking at Nigeria. There are equally better teams in Africa. We can play Ghana, we can play Senegal, even South Africa. They are really very, very good.
Let's have a caller. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, how are you?
I'm thinking, how are you?
We're here. You and Daniel?
Alex.
Alex, calling from where?
From Florida.
Okay, well, Alex, Kambapon, Landenipo.
Kambapo chape bali bora ya Mariro.
Okay. Yeah, yesterday.
Because it's important game. Number one, what you know, televised group for top start a ZNBC takuli nomba nishwa reference to ali kwata chinanga na tutambeko awalacho na tio.
Okay.
Preparation na ene ali fwa ika list ma friendlies bale tiako na ma teams ali aba advanced. No chukula tiafe na ma team just because good there. Ero kulya ishida ni nchito shida bale beba ma players ni nchito bayingira bala fola they get paid. So that's job. So bafule ba serious ngabafika muna michibanza.
Okay.
Any concern imbi ni nani kani? Ni bola bet ndio mwana kwa china ena ya ishitako contribute kuri poor performance ya ma teams.
Okay.
Because you find that imbi na coach na betting and oku betting amamwana. So if you bola bet bakafifunye kwa FIFA bakafunye kwa ama games ya bola bet na iweze bola punch. Ndio wako betting. Sometimes they bad sometimes mfield of play bashita ma players ama ishimwendala machine ukuthi na isho ngabapia. We team wasanga ti performance akati ya team fimbi nomu. So if kama bola yake ngonde bafule bale tambisha what list ama soka fund na bela twamfako bwino.
Okay. Twatotera wakalamba. Okay. Thank you very much. Kopala.
No, sir.
Okay, another one. Hello. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm very good, Bwana, and how are you?
I'm good. I'm talking to
Joseph Palanga Mfue, Mambo District, Eastern Province.
Okay, awe na Mfue wakwasu mulitiani huko kumalambo.
Pawe metiani huko kwa mwaya sukumangala nde huko.
Tilipo. Mukamba votiani ngani amasewera.
Ziko mokupia tiara kuno kwanu. Nchiweme, ziko yamba problem yani peza hapo ni kuti ma games zitinga nkale nayo but ma friendlies tiba peza kauti tilipe. So it's very difficult for somebody to judge kuti enda bwanji pa national level.
Okay.
I'll give you a very good example like my last games I made not have a national team. We didn't have my friendly games. It's very difficult. And then secondly, another concern is I don't know what the government is thinking about us. Super sport, my local games is Stitamba. And then the ball yenzo take my tambe. I don't know whether don't think kuenda kulevi I mean kundola kuja kwenda tamba ball, of which we can't afford.
Yes.
We are soccer. We are addicted in soccer. Local games, international. Some of us we are not even interested in Manchester, in White AD.
Yes.
We are not interested. We are interested in our local games. It's very difficult for you to support mwana wa mwine. Malumo to support mwana wako. I submit, Bwana. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bwana. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Nilifia wino. Mulisha. Nimeona hao?
Abangosa baretumina kuno kurusaka kukasisi minchoni nebana ku airport ukukuri bakatolika.
Okay. Wangosa lande nipo?
Twara kwata poguranda pari pure ne muya bakashana bafuma mukuranda ponga bana kuba kwato kundangira bora bari dia wino bati kwirishanya fe kutambisho kunita batambishe pamurabasa tware kwa twamona tewonza abakwata amafonya akarambaya.
Okay.
Bari tushenga sana ngapalicho baroleke shepo chako batirebera muno bare making sure address yatambika so nefuto kwato kumuna kofu batere so atoro kulanda abantu nabishocho barera ndapo.
Okay.
Bari dia wino chikankara sana then yanga ma prayers ngefe barera ndamana risk abo mulina beno iyo ina ile foi kwa bati ma prayers venye yababa kwatoko bati bempi bali fyarirwako kulya bafuma muno mu Zambia bati bafumine muno abayino abantu no baya kulya baya mbukte yako bora bakwata kuchesha yako bora kulya barete ya bwino sana kuchira nebi no tukete muno.
Okay.
Mamona ka eko bali bengi sana bali mu fyari kana kubasungu kuba nenso abako bati.
Okay.
Bamuno bati baya fe kulya bati oroba fyarirwa kulya bafyashi bakora kuni wanze barakute babashitase babe tafinga ni kampu bapanga so ati baisa bashitase bose babeta bakwa bali wiri nyukutya not forcing but abali wiri nyaba kutumti mauli wako babuti batwafa bali ready ku start represent Zambia.
Okay, na totela
so ati na bena basa kwata panga timu imweko sereko so ati rotro kwa Africa Cup kura trisi kwata ko kushita ko bwino.
Okay, na totela wakalamba twazo.
Amko inatasha muombe mwe.
Okay. Okay, Lumen TV Zambia sports program. Let's go to Copa Queens Princess under 17. Saturday beat Netherlands 4-0 after losing to Japan 2-0.
New Zealand.
New Zealand, yes. After losing to Japan 2-0 and losing to Paraguay 2-1. Abanda.
It was a very good win. Maybe before I even talk about it, I think the concern is there for us.
Yes, concerning
games,
about games, yes.
should be shown on our national television. Zambia celebrating 61 years, and we are still crying foul over such kind of things. Then what is the point of having this national broadcaster? These are some of the things that Football Association of Zambia should sit down with government and try to strike a deal when such kind of games are being played. At least ZNBC should be able to cover so that everyone can follow and watch the games.
Not really ZNBC, Bwana.
Yeah,
we have a lot of channels
yes,
in Zambia,
we have, but what I'm saying
local TVs.
Yes, but what I'm saying, ZNBC, that is a national broadcaster by the Public Act. So
Lumen TV is a national broadcast.
Yes, but that is a government, it's a government thing. So that if we go it, people are crying foul because of not being shown our games on TV. So the Football Association of Zambia, let them open up then, give to private sector, so that they partner with them, so that they can show and broadcast these games. Coming to the under 17, yes, it came as a very huge relief, having lost the first game, because I did say that the first game, Paraguay won without scoring a goal.
Yeah,
because those 3 goals were scored by Zambians. The game against Japan, I think our goalkeeper was very much at fault. I think the judgment, the way she was coming out, how she was supposed to communicate with the defense, it wasn't properly done. The game against New Zealand, the chances were there. They were told, the girls, to say, if we win, we stand a chance to qualify as the best loser. And the good part is we scored more goals. And what a great goal by Captain Fantastic, Messi Chipasola. A second goal, that a very brilliant cracker. If such games were showed as well, people could have seen what we are talking about. But you need to follow certain link to watch these games. So very few people really would understand. So congratulations, Zambia, they've qualified to the round of 16, and we are playing Canada. Canada, they've won 3 games. They didn't lose any. They've managed to beat Nigeria 4-1. So it's not a team to underrate. They finished the group as the winners of the group. So we are meeting the winners of the group and runners up. And if we're going to be very serious, Portugal won the Euro, having qualified as the second best loser. They went all the way to the final of Euro and won it. What can stop Zambia from replicating what Portugal did years back? So it's up to Coach Carroll to psych the players, to say, let's go for it. We've got nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose at the moment. Let's just go for it and play as much as we can. We can defy the odds. Who knows? We can see ourselves going into the quarterfinals. Under
17 boys, they are in Dubai. They are playing today friendly game with Mexico.
Yeah, well, that's an important one, Amvola. It's very important to play friendlies, especially before a big tournament like the World Cup. And yeah, they're playing in Dubai and Qatar. I think the climatic conditions should be same. So it's a good one that they're going to play a friendly against Mexico. But yeah, these are very important games that the coaches should do really pay attention to, because if you look at
before you continue, Mr. Piri, let's have a coach, Makinka.
Many positives. We are trying to work on something. We are trying to work on how we keep the ball retention. I think the past few friendlies that we played back in Zambia, the first friendly, we are improving bit by bit. And I think from this session today, it's giving a positive response.
Tomorrow, Zambia will be playing Mexico in a high-profile friendly. It's a training match. How do you intend to manage that game against Mexico, which is a tough opponent?
Very tough game and a good game for us, because we are taking this game as a mini World Cup. You know, we are playing Brazil, and the way Mexico plays is more similar to the type of football that Brazil plays. So it's going to be a good game for us, and we just want to gauge where we are so that we can see if the players are also understanding what we are trying to tell them. It's going to give us the direction to see where we are and how we are going to perform in the actual tournament. I think it's a very good test match, because yeah, it will show us whether we are ready or not, and it will show us how the players are understanding the tactics that we're trying to bring in.
Lastly, Coach, what areas of focus are you going to concentrate on tomorrow as you play Mexico?
As we play Mexico, we want to see how we are defending defensive organization as a team. because the past friendlies that we've played, we've scored a lot of goals. I think the first friendly we lost 6-4, the second one we lost 5-3, the third one we lost 6-5. So you can see that we are scoring, but defensively we've been conceding too many goals. So we just want to see our defensive organization. That's our main focus for tomorrow's game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All the best.
We are heads up for tomorrow's game as it's our preparation for the World Cup. So 100% fit and ready for tomorrow's game. For us, we are supposed to organize and prepare our teams for going to the World Cup. So it's our preparation for the World Cup. We're just supposed to work hard and look forward to winning as we have come here to fight and reach the finals.
Your message to Zambian fans and Zambians in general?
We ask for their support and that we shall give our best.
Okay, zikomo kwambiri titamanga wabanda na wapiri. Zesco United first time and Power Dynamo, I think after 2-3 season Confederation Cup and Cup Zambia wakaribu jumpa kuti aende kuma kapena mu group stage. But this year Zesco and Power qualified to group stage.
We say congratulations. I think it was a very good independence gift what happened over the weekend. The Zambia women team qualifying to the Africa Cup, the Zambia under 17 going through to the next round World Cup, Zesco, Power advancing, which is something that we've been yearning for, but we need to improve. We really struggled. You know, we shouldn't be struggling beating teams from Botswana. We managed to beat them 4-3 and drew 1-1. Uganda, we managed to win 2-1 and we drew 1-1. But there are certain areas that we need to improve, because I'm sure when the group stages are going to be drawn, they won't be very easy, because we are going to find perennial teams that have been there year in, year out, such as Mamelodi Sundowns, Eto'o St. Lupopo was qualified after dumping out Orlando Pirates on post-match penalties. Talk about Ali, Bekeni. So I'm sure it's going to be very tough. So the coaches should really sit down and strategize how best. It's not just a matter of qualifying to the group stage, yes, but even navigating how they're going to come out of the group stage. And there's a lot of money, besides that if you win the group, come out second, third, and last, there's money kind of next round. And in drama, in dollars, it's not in kwacha. So they have to put up a lot of
before you finish in Miapiri, our new foot at Buanji Kosara, my second shabe, come back on my second shabe, no one done.
Alex again, Alex.
My second Rabwana.
Achai kushako palina ngani bali wa Zambia national team. Ilishanto alimfuatina government na ile funding amonomba nishi. For the first time all of you atika ponishi. What is happening?
Okay. Okay, tola Londorola. Thank you. Wapiri, this is within seconds. You can answer just Bangono Chabe first.
Okay, yeah. Government is tabateminwe if you ashitike kuli ba Zambia national team. Ama results here baleshta post in recent times, and so government balefwa answers to what has been happening and so on and so forth, but they haven't really pulled out. They haven't pulled out. They have summoned them to come and give them answers. Why are things going like this? And then at the end of the day, that's when they will decide whether they will go ahead with the suspension or they will continue sponsoring the Zambia national soccer team.
Okay. zikomo kwambiri nizwa stembeta kamba zambiri because of you participating tokoza kwambiri ma listeners ma viewers zikomo kwambiri kwa amene kuti mumatithandiza kuti tiendere pamodzi nikosa iwala kuti ku England kuja masewera ampira apitirizabe ndithu Manchester City anagwa, Liverpool anagwa, kubweranso Chelsea anagwa, so tikuti pitirizani kutamba Lumen TV ngati nkoteka tingauze wa ZP watizambo tambisa matimu mabola wenangu Lumen TV International makamera tili nao, don't worry. Ine ndine Benedict Mvula Mtundo pana Sanko pamozi ndi apili na banda tikuti zikomo kwambiri.